How's it going, Ash? Good of you to show up this time. My goodness. How's it going, Lightwaves? Why? Why are we why what? What's up? Why? Judging from the thumbnail. That's right. We haven't gotten enough gutter out of this yet. We need to really keep traveling down and down until we get to the 0 mark. When will we be at the 0 mark? I don't know. I just hope we are able to somehow sense that it can't get any worse. Like the gameplay has peaked at its awfulness, you know? What's up, Wolf? Alright, let's see what kind of matchmaking times we have here. I did this experiment long ago, and that was before any MMR cap was introduced. And bottom games aren't really interesting. That's all just a bunch of people who barely booted the game. We'll keep an eye on Prestigious in the post game. See how much they've really played. Unfortunately, I need to stay at the peak of gutter MMR. Well, these guys know how to ready up, so they're already better than every person who plays the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We ran into, I don't know if you were here for it, but we ran into a Pyramid Head last time who was a Smurf, and he let everybody live. But it's funny to see that there's killer Smurfs down there too. Which appreciate for growing some muttons. Asian soccer mom energy, huh? Alright, let's see. Yeah. You could tell how confident he was too, like he knew he was playing against plebs. Didn't compete with his confidence. That's Oni, huh? Why is all of our ping horrible? Bro, what is going on here? The killer's at like 800 ping and the David is also at absolutely horrendous ping too. Is this guy on a VPN? Imagine there's some like killer player out there who's so incredibly bad at the game he has like 10 MMR and he's like getting wrecked. So he's like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use a VPN and I'm gonna go to Europe in the middle of the night because that's where all the easy matches are gonna be. That's like the weird thing is I feel like I'm usually pretty good at dodging Pyramid Head's punishment, but That dude, it felt like he was just shooting it out like it was hit scan. I just couldn't do anything against him. I was pretty embarrassed. My Twitch activity feed looks like it's broken, so if somebody ever spends salt over there, I won't know. We get like an eye view of what's going on here. Oh, it was Hag, wasn't it? Why did I think it was Oni? It literally said Hag in the loading screen, now that I think about it. But there'll be like survivors down here in 0 MMR that hit like iridescent rank 1 and will think that they're like top MMR. They'll be on Twitter trying to tell people how the game should be balanced. I played on Malaysian servers when I was in Malaysia, and it was 2v8, and like every in-game chat was incredibly toxic. Surprisingly. Ping's still so horrible, holy shit. Gonna find a different gen. I guess so, but they were speaking English, which was kind of strange. Like, it might be because the main language of Malaysia and Singapore are both English, I'm pretty sure, so it could have been that it was just going off like a server nearby. It could, like Japan, I don't really feel like you're gonna see anybody speaking English in in-game chat in Japan, so need to real quick check. Something weird is going on with my Twitch stream. Just stop it and restart it maybe. Alright, there we go. Now Twitch is working how it should be. And my activity feed is still broken, but guess we'll have to take what we can get. Fresh account? Not necessarily a fresh account, an account I've been grinding to 0 on, if that makes any sense at all. Alright, so still working. Yes it is. I'm just standing there like a weirdo. Alright. China's 100% full of cheats. Boy. You guys think that anybody's gonna die? This is pretty interesting. I don't even know if this killer can do anything because their ping is so high. There was one that ended up falling asleep without even... Ah! No worries. That was one of the rare more... Oh no! Will she swing? Oh my god, did you see how far she hit me away from? That was absolutely horrifying. I shouldn't be playing games. Oh my god. That's what 800 ping looks like, guys. Without that, he hit us like 5 meters away behind pallets. Yeah. I don't know, like, I feel like if you're trying to VPN or just if your ping is too high in general, there should be a limit to it that it just doesn't allow it to happen. Like, it should cancel the match or something. Like, this guy's ping is way too high. I think like 300 is the absolute max it should ever be at. And even that's really bad, but like, are we serious? Like 600 to 800 ping is like completely game breaking. I'm pretty certain you could just win like every match you play. Maybe your behavior will do something about it in a few years. That sounds about right. Heal me, guys. Be our big brother. Only one rule. Can I hide from her? Will she see me? Oh no, did she actually trap it? No, I don't think so. I think she just tapped the button and left. Oh no! The hatch! I come from a fighting game background, so even going upwards of 100 ping tends to be an average. Yeah, that's a whole other dimension, fighting games. Everything needs to be like perfect. Meow bing bing. Much appreciated for growing some muttons. Alright, so let's take a look at the survivors. They're definitely pretty new, right? I mean, they have played a tiny bit. We got... This guy's running a pretty decent build. This guy was running a pretty decent build too. Was it? I didn't even look. Yeah, that's the thing. People they'll find a ways to exploit basically everything that can about every system or mechanic in any game ever, so the developers just have to be on top of everything. If they could, they would, 100%. Back before this game had dedicated servers, I used to get DDoSed all the time. It was like a normal occurrence just to get DDoSed because you were winning. Easy Fungmin. I abhor rage quitters online unless it's super extreme circumstances. Just take the loss and move on. Yeah, not much of that anymore. And one thing about this new surrender system that's coming out that I haven't heard anybody talk about, but I really do believe it's the case. Behavior is incredibly good at sort of manipulating the way in which people experience the game. Like MMR, our hidden MMR is like a good example of that, because they hide your MMR, but then they give you things like grades and prestiges to make you feel like you're way better at the game than you actually are. It's very deceptive, especially if you consider that the ranking system used to actually be based on grades. Like almost every time grade reset happens, I'll have somebody in chat say like, hey, like ranks got reset today, so maybe our MMR's closer now and we can get matched together or something like that. Like people still, a lot of people believe that grades have has anything to do with who you get match made with, right? It's very deceptive. And they do that because it increases player retention. And this new surrender mechanic, it kind of lets you skirt a loss as survivor in every, no, not in every situation, because you can still die before the end game, but in a lot of situations it allows you to skirt the feeling of the loss, because you get to just instantly surrender and move on to the next game, right? And I'm pretty sure that's done on purpose to soften the blow of losses so you don't feel it as much. It's like a very subtle manipulative thing that they're doing. Because they don't want you to get off the game, right? They want you to keep playing, so if it doesn't feel like you're losing as much because you can surrender, then you're not gonna get off the game as quick or get burnt out as fast. What's up, Sent1? The main thing that keeps me retained as a player is not playing every day and my brain's sticking to Trapper for some hyper-fixated reason. Let's go. It's a way to do it. I think it's really important to main killers nowadays when there's 40 killers in the game. It's just not how it used to be when I started playing. You just played every killer basically back when I started because there just wasn't that many, so you needed it for variety. But now with like MMR and everything, you have to min-max your killers and be like ultra good with them or you're gonna get dumpstered. Doesn't DC cause MMR to void the match? You don't lose MMR points for quitting as far as I remember? I'm not 100% sure. I thought you lost MMR for DCing though. It's like DCing is basically just you instant losing. Are these killers even playing? I don't think any survivors are under the delusion that surrendering when the whole team is dead is losing. Isn't losing? But it's not that they know that, like, they're not going to think they won or anything, but it's going to soften it, right? Because you get a little bit of an endorphin hit from sort of dipping out. Even if it's a small amount, it's going to not feel as much. it's not gonna feel like as much of a loss does now if you're able to just, you know, you get downed, right? And you instantly press start and surrender and you're back in matchmaking again. It's really gonna soften the blow of a loss, in my opinion. One thing that was kind of a bummer to hear about killer design is that, like, the game is coded to be 100% grounded, so they can never make any type of killer that, like, is able to crawl on a ceiling or, you know, do any kind of, like, more interesting movement-based stuff. I think the ghoul might be the most, like, movement-based character we ever get in the game. I don't think it'll get... We'll see a killer that can do more than he can, movement-wise. It's a good question. Oh, here he is. Hey, wait, is this what Behavior was talking about in the patch notes? That they wanted to get rid of these iridescent farming bots? Because apparently there's like new accounts that are iridescent shard farming at low MMR, and then the people sell the accounts once they have like 100,000 iridescent shards or whatever. This could be one of those. I've obviously never seen it, but now that we're down here, we get to see the unseen, you know? You play Nemi and Doctor? Nice combo. I think Nemi and Doctor are both, like, good fundamental killers to play. He's trash. Like, I'm pretty sure this dude is, like, literally not here. It's just a bot. Macro Trapper, yeah. Not even a bot, you don't think? He's not blocking, which is interesting, but he's definitely macroing. Survivor bots need to be studied. The bots are so weird because I feel like they're either insanely good or just completely useless, and there's like no in between. Interesting. Is this even the lowest depths of MMR? I mean, I don't know, because you started like a base of 650 MMR. I don't know how much you have to lose to get to actual zero. It has to be quite a bit, but as you can see, everything I've done on this account has been a loss. And I have 4 prestiged survivors, so I've lost quite a few matches. You could farm survivor instead and just never escape. Yeah. If you want, like, if you really think DBD is too sweaty, you can play like this, and just, you could even exclusively try to escape through Hatch, because Hatch doesn't give you MMR, and play all of your matches that way if you wanted to. Even a non-bot would try to at most 8 hook and let everyone go to minimize any MMR gains. Yeah, we played yesterday, or I don't remember when it was, yesterday or the day before. We went up against a pyramid head who was smurfing, And I said right off the bat in my first chase, because he was way too good, I was like, watch him not kill any of us, because he was obviously not a low MMR player, and he didn't. He two-hooked everybody and then let everyone escape. Imagine you were down here in like 0 MMR town, just as like an experiment, and you accidentally like ran into another big streamer. Like, wait a second. What are you doing here? Of course, I think if there was ever like a streamer that was smurfing or something, they would most likely be anonymous mode or something. You wouldn't know. I'm guilty of spending some time down in low MMR farming blood points on killer. Yeah. I typically only do that when one of the survivors goes next on hooks or rage quits. I wonder how behavior intends to make their like anti-go next mechanic actually function. Because like you imagine one of the things they said in there is you won't be able to give up on second hook anymore without risking a DC penalty. So like if you're in a situation where there's only you and one other survivor left, you're now like basically forced to stay your full hook timer, unless you surrender, I guess. But it's just, what if you want to give them like what if they're not down and you want to give them a chance to get hatch? Like the only way to get like give up on hook and give your teammate a chance to get hatch is to like risk getting a DC penalty. Like how do they know all the little niche situations? Like how do they account for that? I don't know. I somehow feel like that anti-go next thing is just not gonna work. Apparently I got disconnected. Nice. DC penalty deserved. You're suspicious of the new system until you see it? Potato. Much appreciated for growing some muttons.
Potato grew some muttons.
Yep. Potato muttons. They could just remove the need to struggle at all on second. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really serve much purpose, does it? Is there any perks or anything that even have anything to do with skill checks on second stage? I don't think so. That's a lot of megs. Did you guys see that Lilith Omen got banned from Dead by Daylight? How crazy is that? I don't know if this is 0 MMR yet, but I am attempting to get there. It could be, like, we could be at 0 MMR, but I really need some like consistent matches, and to where I really feel like, okay, like the gameplay can't get worse than this. Yeah, this is a Smurf survivor account. However, the opposite is true of my killer on this account, because I did the brand new to max MMR challenge with Pinhead on this account, so my like killer MMR is at the tippity top. Lilith Omen? Lilith Omen is the Blight main, and he is like one of the, if not like the best Blight in the world. He's a really popular streamer though. Really popular. So shut up, essentially. Yeah, it's a weird thing that people don't like to talk about it, but it's definitely worth talking about because it sets an absolutely horrendous precedent. Solo Survivor at higher MMR is not very fun in my opinion. Yeah, it's a mixed bag. Like, if you get good teammates, the matches can be fun, but if you get, like, normal people as teammates, then things can get kind of rancid. Yeah. Oh, are you gonna blink at me? No. Just stop doing gens and try to harass a little bit. Whoa, not lag again. What's going on here? Okay, okay. That was interesting. I mean, it wasn't that, like, unpredictable or anything, but still. Does she have the whatchamacallit build? I don't think she can blink again. I wonder if she has nurses. Girl might be dead. Like, oh no, it's a nurse. There's nothing we can do. She has to die. Look at this Meg, she's a fighter. You got a broken analog stick there, Meg? Nope. Oh my. Bro, put the controller down. It's too dangerous. Too much stick drift. Oh, I will give the killer opportunities to kill me, but if they don't, then I'll just die to endgame collapse, basically. Yep, we die in every game. Omen got banned? Yeah, for like 30 minutes. He made a like a Twitter post that he got banned, and then like literally within like 30 minutes he was unbanned. Like, he's got that premium Twitter insurance. Not everyone's entitled to that. But it's just great that even like a super popular streamer like that can get falsely banned, you know, even though behavior said that it's not happening and I'm a liar. See, like, for me, the reason I don't want to learn nurse is because I don't like where that leads, you know? That makes sense. It's like the only outcome of getting good with nurse is reducing the survivor players to being AI. And if I wanted to play a single player game, there's a lot more fun single player games to play out there than Dead by Daylight. Road mouse pads. Lilith that needs to go through a new mouse pad every like 3 months because they get burned through. Do you think that the new surrender system will encourage the last 2 survivors to try to hide out the match for 10 minutes to make the killer surrender. If it is an auto ban system though, then like why does some people that should get banned just never get banned, you know? Like how many reports are we talking about here that you would need to actually get? I think, what was it, Momo had like a 2,000 win streak on Nurse. Then you got like streamers like True Talent and Ots and stuff that are surely getting reported like in waves. I mean, just endlessly reported. So like, I don't know, like I feel like they should all be banned by now. I think like you should have a pretty good like, with maybe the exception of Nurse, it would take a little bit longer. I think you should have a pretty good understanding of killers in about maybe 2 good play sessions. You should start to kind of get it, depending on what your starting point is, but I think that makes sense. We heal this girl? Hide in that locker, Meg. We might get like Nurse's calling here. There's like a really good chance she has it at this MMR, because what perks does she have? Nurse's is like one of the best. Yeah, it's terrifying, because if you're just a normal person, like, I don't even know if I would be able to escape it. Like, if I got falsely banned, like, I don't know, like, I have a weird relationship with Behavior, because I know they really don't ever like to acknowledge me that much, but I also, like, I do know, like, some devs and stuff on the team that I'll DM with that we seem to be perfectly chill. I don't know. Would they rescue me, guys? Would they let me burn? That other Meg ever come out of the locker? Yeah, it's definitely not good to ban people like they're like your core players. Like this guy recently messaged me. He had like 5,000 hours played, and he messaged me and said he got banned and asked if I could help. I mean, 5,000 hours is an insane amount of time to play. So I made a post on Twitter, and it got a lot of attention, like a lot of attention, and the guy never got unbanned. So I'm like, okay, either he was actually cheating, or I'm like the worst advocate you can possibly have when it comes to trying to get unbanned, because I've seen other content creators get way less reaction and get the person unbanned. Never know. The whole thing is just annoying, because it's hard to have faith in the system of who's telling the truth now and who's lying. And imagine a Legion or Bubba. I hate this killer. I'm gonna go report it and get him banned so I could yeah, no more Bubas or Legions. I think one thing that will be really popular is people letting themselves bleed out to Deep Wound to go next on Legion, because he's such a like a hated killer to play against. I don't think it'll happen so much at high MMR, but I think mid MMR will happen quite often. I'll have to see what Tatario says about it. He's the one who's going to be playing him the most. Bro, I can't find this nurse. Like, where is she? Kinky dungeon. I just hate basically all devs always say, we know 100% that you are cheating. We have reviewed your file and you are a dirty no-good cheater. And then, yeah, like, a Twitter post goes viral for 5 minutes and they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like people underestimate how much skill it takes to play any killer. Even loop bait M1 is insanely impressive to be proficient with in less than 4K hours. I mean, you can make like a conscious effort to try to like learn the game, but a lot of it comes down to just how good you are at micromanaging and game sense and all that. Like, some people have, I feel like, a little bit of a natural affinity to it. Like, they pick up game sense really fast, and then other people have like a really rough time with it. And then what resources do you use? You know, do you watch YouTube videos? Do you try to get better? Do you care about getting better? Like, that's gonna make a big difference too. Do you even want to learn how to, you know, try to like anti-loop or anything like that? If I play high MMR on my main account, the vast majority of killers I play against are blights. It used to be Huntress, but now it's definitely blight. It's like blight, blight, something else, blight, blight, something else, blight, blight. Kinda gets boring. Learning to chase is easier than learning to loop. I can chase pretty good, but I can't get looping down. Yeah, looping is, I would say has a very high skill ceiling. It's what makes Survivor fun. This, Toxic TTV video that I'm putting together right now, the guy in the video, it tries to make the argument that survivors should not be allowed to fast vault in a chase. He says fast vaulting in a chase is completely unfair. I'm like, does this game even exist if you can't fast vault a chase? Like, that's like 90% of the gameplay loop. Sergeant, much appreciated for growing some muttons.
Grew some muttons.
You don't know corner and cry. Look at this killer's like charms, bro. Who are we playing against here? Is this gonna be like a skull merchant or something? I'm on a 700 game 4K streak with the unknown. Blight played poorly, is stronger than the unknown. No one can play Blight, get results, so they think they know what they are doing. Man, I feel that, because I like barely ever play Blight, and when I do, I usually feel like I do pretty well. Even against like good players. But Obviously, you go against like comp players or something that are used to playing against comp blights, they're probably gonna dumpster you because they know all the counterplay. There would be more variety in high MMR killers if Baber just stopped nerfing weaker killers. They had a good streak of buffing the weaker killers for a long time. Like, I feel like a lot of the almost consistent low MMR, or not low MMR, but low tier killers are like more around the mid tier now. And like the whole low tier section has been changed around a bit, like compared to a few years ago. But like recently they've been making some really odd decisions. Oh, it's Pig. Oh no. Is this why Pig has like the highest win rate in like the game, because people don't know how to play against her? Yeah, Mr. Headache was pretty instrumental in making sure that nerf didn't go through. Man was fighting for his life there. But I kind of did the same thing with Knight. Like they reworked Knight, and they did the same thing with Knight as they did Xeno. They just butchered him completely. So I had to really go super vocal about it. And luckily I was able to have like a conversation with the developer, and I explained to them like what the issue was and what I would like. We had a discussion. It wasn't just me telling them like do this, do this. We had a little discussion about it. They asked me some questions, and they ended up implementing literally every single thing that we talked about, which was cool. Is this gonna be like a Pig player who doesn't kill anybody? Just a real bastard who likes to jump scare? Because considering what angle that guy took to get that like hit on me was pretty ridiculous. Meg, I don't trust you to heal me. How about that? You're not gonna hit the skill checks. You know it. You're gonna get me killed. How did I not see that? She wouldn't have found me up there if it wasn't for that Meg sitting there in her red jacket. You don't have to be able to play Blight, win with Blight. You want to heal me with your trap activated? I respect it. Let's be honest. We have no reason to get this trap off. Let's just roll with it until we're dead. Yeah, Meg is probably dead. This is why they have to keep nerfing Pig, guys, because down here it's just... She got it off literally like in the last millisecond. Let's do a little bit of gens before we die, shall we? Bro, her meter was full for like 10 seconds longer than it should have been. No. Bum, 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 bum. Really now? You're gonna kick that, are you? Can't handle the heat. A last second saw moment. I'll use my med kit on you. No. No. All right. We'll leave it up to the elders. We'll see if we can do one. Like that Meg did. Hey, why does it let you finish it after your, like, trap has already gone off completely? Is that new? I got grieved by a pig the other day. She would only sneak up on me and wouldn't let me try to take off the trap. She was using Amanda's letters so she knew where I was the whole time. Yeah. There's nothing much you can do about that situation. You're just dead. Right, serves you right, pig. Get higher, MMR. Think you have the right? Force slowdown blight on a small map is one of my top 4 or 5 things to play against. Really. When it comes to gamer rage, do you think that threatening SA or murder is crossing the line in any way? I mean, like, I maybe like, okay, the obvious answer is like, of course, but like if you're just some like 12-year-old sitting in your bedroom in a diaper raging at like the sky, then, you know, whatever, you can say whatever you want while you're raging. But obviously if you're saying that on a stream or you're sending that in a message to somebody or typing that out in endgame chat, then yeah, like, then yeah, it's definitely crossing the line 100%. Do I still play TCM? I want to play TCM. I tried to play Rush Week on stream the other day, or when the PTB was out during like the matchmaking queues, and I think I played like 10 matches and 8 of them ended with Johnny instantly DCing the second the game started. So it was like almost impossible to play the game. No, it's a scary movie, Ghostface. Alright, can we shift W this guy? Did I make that around? I think so. don't want to lead him back to her. Okay, you just keep on crawling then, dog. It's a double-edged sword. Hard to chase on, but easy to be stealthy. Is that the way it goes? Surely does. Well, I don't want to be the harbinger of bad news here, Ghostface, but I think your MMR is about to go up. I think a lot of the time these killers like to do the two-hook everybody thing and then let everyone recover. So he probably expects me to help them, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna let them all die. Never mind. Maybe this guy's really feisty. Girl's never gonna recover, is she? The real killer is me smurfing. How dare this Ghostface player smurf? What a piece of work. Oh, you 99ing little rat. Ah! I'm dead! You have to kill me, Ghostface. Do you believe that the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter will help the game grow larger? Yes. It'll be quite significant. What do you want, Ghostface? Huh? He's upset. He raised his MMR. Oh, you want me to go save her? Yeah, sure. Not. Enjoy your MMR raise. Now we have to be careful. Not that this Ghostface gets wise and tries to force me out the exit gate somehow. What if they added a dating system into the game? Oh, man. What was the Overwatch dating thing called? That was super cringe. Was it Tinder Watch? I think it was Tinder Watch. My team didn't want to be saved, okay? I offered to try. Loverwatch. I envy my fellow Five Nights at Freddy's fans that decided to really get into this game. It's gonna be a hell of a... Yeah, they surely want to make the new game, like, experience somehow better. That's like the whole idea of quality of life, but... Does anything in the quality of life update help too much besides, like, the surrender mechanic? You love how I cover up the toxic TTVs using South Park characters? It's just like funny enough that the first guy I ever did really reminded me of the South Park character, and then Shelly like reminded me a lot of Shelly, so this guy's not closing the hatch. God damn it, I'm gonna have to do all the gens, I guess. There we go. What? He's behind me. Increase crawling speed. No! I'll never open the exit gate. You can do whatever you want. You may as well worry me. I won't do it. Your MMR's going all the way up, buddy. Don't you bloodlust me, you bastard! Ah! Springtrap Main's getting bullied. Body blocking, I'm gonna report you right now. This is extreme body blocking. Man, look at our hitbox sizes, guys. You can tell this game was made in 2016. There's no way past this, dude, because of like a extra foot hitbox. What's that? I'm gonna get worried, I guess. Enjoy your MMR race, you bastard. Evolved, much appreciated for growing some buttons. Why would he bring an Ebony Mori? So weird. What's up, D-Man? I'm not sure if you lose your collision for like a short moment or something. Was Voidbrain worse than the other TTVs that you covered? Yeah, probably. Voidbrain's an annoying loser for sure. I think he moved on to Marvel Rivals to get more attention though. Oh yeah. Man, there are a lot of megs down here. We're getting somewhere, aren't we? We're getting somewhere. Morning, Miss Jester. I tried hacking in Marvel Rivals. Void Brain was worse. Dratkin. I'm kind of optimistic to see how they handle my boy William Afton. Yeah, faith. What kind of killers are you finding down here? A mix. We got some killers that are smurfing, but try to let everybody live because they don't want their MMR to go up. So they basically just kind of enjoy the power trip of dominating, but not actually winning. They're just manipulating the MMR. We got AFK bots farming iridescent shards. And then we got just players that, like, I can't even describe how poorly they play. Like, not to be insulting, but they, it just, you got to assume it's like somebody letting their like 5-year-old play or something, because it just doesn't make any sense. Xeno. Now, Xeno got nerfed because they said in low MMR, basically, he was way too strong and that the survivors couldn't do anything against him, so we need to see how much truth there's that. Xeno using Surge? Are we cringing right now? Little tryharding Xeno. Debated. Probably should have stayed at that loop. That was kind of dumb of me to come over here. Oh, he got pissy. Man, 5 gens done too. Crazy. How has Voidbrain not gotten his channel banned? Well, that's more of YouTube's issue because he did get banned on Twitch. YouTube just doesn't seem to have anything like rules on live streaming when it comes to like promoting hacks, I guess. The Xenobursts are being walked back completely? Yeah, pretty much, right? How was that? What a failure of a character, Xenomorph. No offense to any Xenomans. Burned. No, now he's in walker mode. He's even more gata. I just wanted a power for a killer that could have been so much more unique. Xeno hurts, man. Like, they had so much to draw on, and I feel like it's such a safe designed character. Like, they took zero risks at all. So boring. Uh-oh, pissy Xeno. Dude, the distance. Xeno, just go home. It's not worth it. Do I make it to the counter? Or is he too close? He might be too close, but it's gonna be really quick, like close. They're missing so many skill checks, bro. They just missed so many. No. Not even Jesus could carry this team, guys. Where do we put this where it's like delightfully awkward? Yeah, I did hear that they're reverting a lot of the changes. Wonder how hard it would be to climb out of this MMR. I might just break a man's sanity to try. I mean, the way you do it is the same way you climb MMR at any rank, actually. You just equip Soul Survivor and play like a rat and then open the exit gates in like 1 millisecond and escape. Okay, I'm trying to read 2 separate chats. I'm gonna get whipped here. Oh, he's pissy. If I go around this way, I don't think that he can tail whip me, right? No, he can't. Okay. I could have crouched, but I just wanted to see if it would have an angle. Kind of did make it work. You did it, Zeno. You did it. Gonna get myself a DC penalty. So why is she teabagging him? I'm not sure if that's a teabag or if that's like a friendly bag. I think there might be a difference. Look at this Xeno with his tryhard build down here. What is this garbage? Get out of here! What was he using? I don't know. I almost feel like it's sacrilegious that Facehuggers played literally no part in his power whatsoever. Maybe I need corrective action. I might as well bring Technician while I'm at it. I wonder what the story is with this ghost phase. Well, the ghost phase, I don't really think his intention was to kill anybody. We kind of just trolled him. But I wonder what's up with like this situation here with that alien player. Like you could see that the alien player wasn't like amazing or anything, but They were decent enough to the point where they shouldn't be at like a super low MMR. That's a bit odd. You guys should place bets on whether or not you think the Skull Merchant rework is going to work or not, or if you think it's gonna be a failure. Myers. Did they have max perks? It would make a great nature documentary. Oh man, imagine if we had a replay feature in this game. You could make so many funny videos. But it's not too easy to do a David Attenborough-like voice. Look how the Meg approaches the generator. Man, look at these guys. They're on gens. They're ready. Not even afraid that it's probably a jump scare Myers. They're reworking her again. Yeah, the last rework was actually like, honestly, they had her in a decent spot in my opinion. I don't feel like she was at all too strong or anything. And but like survivors kept complaining that she was like the most horrible thing that's ever existed, because I don't even think they realized that she had been reworked. So Behavior just gave in to the Twitter demands and basically just removed her entire power and made her an M1 killer. And their reason for doing it is that, well, she's too problematic, so we're just gonna just completely gut her, and then in like a year or so we'll do another rework and see if we can fix her then. They're still gonna be bugged. How were you able to get to high MMR from the beginning with Pinhead? I have a full playlist of my entire Unranked series with Pinhead. You can watch literally every match from like the second I create the account to hitting max MMR. I track it as I go. And you can see how it starts out super easy where I barely even need a perk to win my matches. Actually, I don't need a perk to win my matches. They're just completely free. Up until where I'm playing against like comp players after like 60, 70 matches. Still proud of myself for being able to do that without losing a match. I think we had 2 draws. Higher pixel bush to give her a rework. Choice Pinhead MMR experiment is what got Pinhead exiled from the fog. No. Clive Barker saw it and was like, what is this rancid nonsense? Taking back my license. He could try, but one of the things that made it somewhat doable with Pinhead was that Pinhead had really good perks. On the flip side, once Pinhead gets removed, those perks will be available on every character, so then you at least could use the same perks. I wasn't a fog whisperer, no. Oh my tiered up. Advertising a video game hater, but he actually made a couple of PS2 video games back in the day. Do you remember Clive Barker's Jericho? That was a game. I would say it's probably more likely that like Clive Barker's got like heirs or something that are being greedy with the license. It's like, how old is Clive Barker at this point? Dude's got to be pretty ancient, I would imagine. The Undying. I don't remember The Undying. Sounds familiar though. I remember The Suffering, but that wasn't Clive Barker. John Carpenter's got some crazy like Left 4 Dead style game coming out that looks really cool, but I haven't heard much about it since they announced it. I have not played the buffed Myers, I think like a single time. Self-care, those cheeks, Jeff. What's up? Oh god, he's dying. You gonna pick her up? Let's be honest, why would he? Meg, you really wanna stand right there? I'm gonna do something oh, the door's already open here. Shit. Okay. Gonna tear up off of me, probably. That's not good. How do we save this guy? You think he saw me? Come get me! No! Good luck, Joe. Hope that door's open. Yeah. There will be definitely... What the, Jeff? Are you gonna stalk, huh? Oh my, brutal. Jeff! Bro, Jeff he doesn't know the map. He just doesn't know. He's so lost. Oh wait, he actually made it out! Victory! No beamer? That's true. I should be using a beamer. I know you said Freddy is doomed to fail, but I don't think it can succeed since Freddy isn't the weakest killer in the game. I mean, it's a mixed bag. Like, I still feel like the buff, like Freddy can never be like his full potential, you know? Like, I probably should have clarified what I meant by failed in that video, but like within the confines of maybe what the devs were allowed to do, it's very possible that this is the best version of Freddy that we could have ever gotten. But like, if they did the sleep system differently, I feel like he would have way more potential to be a really good, like, high tier killer and not cap out at being a medium tier killer forever. Like, he was always the bottom of the barrel, and now he's like peaking at mid tier, which it'll always be a shame because I really like Freddy Krueger. I got one beamer on me. Maybe I could use a residual manifest though. It's an idea. Mid-tier is a fine place to be. I mean, it's I like, generally I kind of gravitate towards more mid-tier killers, but it's getting harder and harder with how rancidly competitive the game gets at high MMR. I still kind of think that Freddy is at his strongest when he's slugging, though. I think he's a killer that has a lot of slug potential. I think as well that Ghoul is being, like, he's kind of being hailed as like an S tier. I don't think he's going to be an S tier. I think played at his absolute peak, he'll definitely be like A tier, but I think people are being a bit savage with S tier because, like, at the end of the day, at least what I would do, right, if I was playing against Ghoul, you don't shift WM. You let him hit you. He's like Legion. You know he's going to get the free injure on you. So once he injures you, you want to just try to play loops as tightly as you can so that you deny him his ability to use his power completely and force him into being an M1. Now, I imagine that the better players are probably going to be running things like Brutal Strength and maybe even like Fired Up, because they know zoning is his strongest power, so they're going to want to just instantly break pallets when you put them down and then try to catch you before you can make the next pallet. It's going to be kind of the gameplay loop most likely. So like lots of pre-dropping and stuff. Baby David. Sorry. Maybe this is going to jump to the top of the meta for at least a week. Yeah. I already see a lot of it in my matches made for this because it's already a really good anti-slugging perk, and now with the Ghoul it's going to be an incredibly strong perk to counter him. Because like I said, you want to play loops, right? Like tight loops, and there's nothing in the game better for playing a tight loop than made for this, because it gives you a lot more freedom to kind of play loops. All right, let's go get a flashlight and leave our med kit in the basement. What was that? Oh, it's clown, right? Oh. Aren't I guaranteed a flashlight with residual manifest? Oh, I have to rummage for it. What the hell? That's so weird and creepy. Is this like a farming technique? Why does everyone have a flashlight? Oh, he's using party bottles? Oh my god. Somebody's got this locked down. This is going to be an interesting match. Madness farming doctors. Hey, you want some of this? Can't even handle it. Damn it. What the frick is going on here? This is the fairy tale land of zero MMR gameplay. The stare. Had to flame that fung. You don't know I'm here. Farmed. Little does he know, he just gave me the most powerful perk in the universe. Min-max point in game, that sounds old school. Hitting those barbecue stacks. Can't handle it, clown. I think there's like a pretty good amount of time until that happens. 2 weeks at least, if not more. Probably drooling and laughing, I would imagine. Error. Yeah, the changes to blood points on Survivor is definitely nice. I think they could do it on Killer too, though. I don't know why they're only doing that on Survivor. Like, kind of a pain in the ass too. Need to go get my med kit. Gotta be careful that this clown doesn't make me live. We have different worries down here at 0 MMR. Our worst fear is that a killer tries to push us out the exit gate against our will. Yeah, they were nice incentives for sure. Like a TV in this house. Can I get some entertainment around here? You have a nice fireplace. Juicing that wolf form, are we? Party bottles. There's nothing left in the game that gives you bonus blood points, right? Like perk wise. I think it's all gone now. This will probably be our last like low MMR survivor match, and then we'll swap over to live. live. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. These matches are starting to rot my brain. It's a strange thing to consider that this is Dead by Daylight for a lot of players out there, you know? For all intents and purposes, skill-based matchmaking was literally created for these players. Certain perks give out bonuses though, like I'm pretty sure if you run Force Penance and hit a Survivor to get protection hit, you get a score event for Force Penance. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Could really use something to buff up the sacrifice category. You need to get multiple hooks during endgame collapse to max out sacrifice. Yeah, that's really dumb. I remember when I was doing my like unranked to rank 1 pinhead video, we got to red rank or red grade or whatever, and I had to play so many matches to actually hit iridescent rank 1, because if I played too hard, I wouldn't get enough points to pip. But if I played like a little bit harder than that, or a little bit less harder, like the survivors would give up on hook and screw me over. So I needed to like purposely drag out the game, and it was so annoying. I was like, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. It took me forever to get those pips. It was like so stupid. After spending the whole match not being chased because he was hard stealthing, doing nothing but gens. That's funny. Last time we played a lot of Chaos Shuffle with Slugging Knight, and that made people so upset. And because of that, I don't know. Do we have no choice but to do it again? Tinker on Boba can be really good. Yeah. They got a lot of great chainsaws if they're not paying attention. Whoa, speaking of not paying attention. If you could farm iridescent shards, that'd be pretty nuts. And Chaos Shuffle really needed to drop, like, the ability to bring in certain items and offerings and stuff. Oh, it's a trapper. Sure, AFK raid is a thing. What's up, Bill? I just find it funny that, like, I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre put on double XP today. They haven't, like, done anything for, like, a month. And, like, the second they put on double XP, like, Behavior puts on double, like, a blood hunt as well. I mean... I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna poke you. You wanna pull yourself off hook? Why don't you try again, huh? Shit, can I get around that? The hat. Good trap, trapper. As I think he's pissy. That trapper is literally me. Oh, he's mad pissy about it, isn't he? Got him. Pissy. Well, played that way. Ah, he's pissy. Don't you want that free down over there? I'm sure you'd rather go get that free down. Oh, red glowed me. Can't believe it. That's right. It would have been funny if he trapped himself in this earlier when he swung at me. I think it will make the game worse if there's voice comms, personally. Now, on the flip side of that, voice comms would make content creation probably way more interesting, so I wouldn't be against it, but I don't think it would help the game. There absolutely will be. I'd say a lot of the time people would only use voice comms just to be nasty. How is the magical land of baby MMR? It's a very interesting mixed bag. That's for sure. Do I normally stream at this time? Yeah, for the most part. I play during like the super rancid, full poopy diaper hours of EU servers. Just currently 4:42 a.m. What do you guys think the chances are that this trapper has no head? Well, my whole team's gonna get killed over there probably before I'm able to reset myself. Watch me get over there to be the hero and step in a trap in like 2 seconds. I'm coming to save the day, don't worry. Run, brother! You want me on it? You see nothing, Trapper. Nothing at all. No! I'm not sure how often low MMR killers slug you. It's time to die. DC penalty activated. This was a great episode of D-Rank by Daylight. I agree. I wanted to, yeah, I run like this build. It's a good D-Rank build. Where you can't see it anymore. Makes sense. PC ate it. Okay. Shut this down and swap over to the real world where there's gutter. Yeah. It's hard though. I feel like with a lot of these, games as a service games that have been around forever, like it gets really difficult to get into them. War, much appreciated for growing some muttons. But you know, like even take a game like Rainbow Six, for example, that I used to play quite a bit. I don't feel like there's like any way I can really get back into that game unless I dedicate my life to it. Just because I haven't played it for a few years, you know. Maybe I'll try again when Rainbow Six X comes out, but it's one of the reasons that like live streaming is doing so well, because people have like, you know, you can't dedicate yourself to every single game out there. You have to kind of pick and choose what you have time to play. So it makes it to where you can't really keep up with like the meta and the skill of each game as it progressively gets older and older. So people will just sort of play by proxy, you know, they'll watch a streamer play a game that they don't really like to play anymore, but they still like the game. All right, let's the first thing we should do, honestly, is we should play like one survivor match of like our own MMR. Why do I have technician on? That was me in DBD for about a year. Yeah, I do it with other games. Like Overwatch is a pretty good example. I don't really like to play Overwatch myself anymore, but I have some Overwatch streamers that I enjoy watching. And play by proxy, you know? How's my audio? I need to turn this on. Yeah. Just in case you guys want to get in on the action of the cringe. Personal mercy pocket. Killer's like, I'm bringing a blood point offering for myself. Hellfire only. Sounds painful. Alright, Gas Haven. It's a pretty good map for Survivor. Do we have a in here? We do. I'm gonna walk to it. Sometimes I just waste my sprint burst, but right now, you know, I'm just coming out of gutter tier MMR where the killers aren't even real players. Is that a spirit? What's not a wraith? I don't think there's a killer I hate playing against in this game more than wraith. Maybe Trapper. I was able to fix what's gonna be and they give me 115 million. I mean, that's definitely nice. But was it enough to get back to where you were at? Also probably spent a very long time to like spend all that. Bro, come on now. I need to see all 8 survivors on gens right now. This is high MMR here. Oh yeah, you had to manually spend it. Ugh. That's pain. You can make pretty good comebacks in this. I'm pretty sure it's Wraith. It's disgusting. Oh, never mind. That guy's kept giving up on her. Well, GG. If you guys notice, like, I had very few teammates go next at, like, baby MMR. Unironically way better sports than these guys are. Well, you gotta slug people to make them not give up on Hook. It's the only way. So cringe. Now, I really hope that, like, if that system works and, like, people like that get DC penalties. It would be amazing. Entitled little shitter. They have a pretty high chance of Kobeing. Should have ran over there and used shoulder the burden on that guy before he could give up on her. Been hilarious. I'd steal his go next from him. I mean, quite honestly, you just shouldn't be able to try to pull yourself off of Hook. It's a really stupid mechanic. She didn't get to... How did she... Didn't he hook her? I'm so lost. By 99 my sprint burst, I might have the slightest chance to get away with the shoulder the burden play. Let's see. If he's anywhere in the area, I'm fucked. Oh, you really trying to total her? I'm like exposed, you know? Well. I ain't gonna complain about it. It surely would have been an easy W though, that guy went to DC. Imagine he downed her now and she had like DS or something. My goal is to take him to Killer Shack if he comes for me. Take it? No. I get hit here, but at least I'm at Killer Shack. There's no pallet here, which isn't ideal. Oh, and I just ran him right into my other teammate, which is great. Bro's stressing out. Has he beat me to the hook? Very possibly he does. Doo-doo. Yeah, 100%. Well, resets, which is nice, but I don't think that's gonna help us too much. Yeah, it was unfortunate that she was in the Killer Shack doing a gen there. I ran her into, like, I ran the killer in the perfect direction to basically fuck us over. Now, if I would have had, like, a syringe, and I could have used a syringe, then we would have had a little bit of a better chance. Too bad our Kate didn't have a like DS. If our Kate would have had DS, we probably would have been able to get to endgame. Would we have escaped? Who knows? That's so much meta you can bring before your build implodes. Hold my beer. Wait, why does she have like a shoulder the burden mark on her name? Weird. I'm pretty sure we would have like 100% won this game if that guy wouldn't have given up. What is the play here? Yeah, off the record can help a lot. I think she's just waiting it out to die or something at this point. You can't beat a Wraith in this situation unless you have a key and you know where the hatch is. Now, as me, I'd be looking for chests. Adrenaline unironically made this match more boring. If Alright, she found the hatch. Now she just needs to get a key and she's golden. Wraith is just whizzing back and forth between the exit gates right now. Like, you're not gonna get it. This is my 4K/3K. I mean, you can at least search for one. Like, you know there's a chest in the basement, so like you can go look in the basement, see if you get lucky. Especially if you know where the hatch is at. Shouldn't the endgame collapse be going like quicker? Why is it going down so slow? He had no head. What? He fucking has the audacity to WS her in this situation. Why you were hiding? I don't know why the killer is happy. DVD players are a special breed of unself-aware people, let me tell you that. Dang. Big killer. Average solo queue match. Yeah, this is pretty much solo queue in a nutshell. Are they speaking French randomly out of nowhere? Not a single chill game. Oh, dude. You're getting sent to McMillan? No. Well, is he getting salt? I don't know what that in-game chat was. It was too stupid to really go anywhere. Alright, well, now let's see how things are going over in the chaos shuffle mode. The best night skin this side of the Mississippi, if I don't say so myself. Who needs Pinhead when you have Pin Knight? Best I could do. What was the exact moment solo queue Survivor stopped being fun? I feel like it's kind of been like in waves. Like the gen kick meta was the absolute most unplayable part. Time to look at those med kits, probably all insta heals, full poopy diapers from here all the way down to Florida. After they nerfed Dead Art and killed Boons, yeah. You like playing Knight, but you're not the best? Well, fortunately for you, you've come to the right place because I am the greatest Knight player on Dead by Daylight. Four instant heals? Can't wait to get gen rushed. I think Chaos Shuffle, I've said it before, is that like, I really do believe that this game mode is sort of made for solo queue survivors. I think it's probably the best solo queue experience you can get now is Chaos Shuffle. You're the worst Knight player. Well, it all depends on your playstyle. I've sort of get slugging a lot with Knight depending on what map I'm on, because I feel like if you slug with him, he's incredibly powerful, but not everybody likes to slug. So a lot of my perks are based around information and slugging, and other ride being a rancid poopy diaper competitive player. If you just play M1. Think of the knockout nerf. I think it's insane in a bad way. Well, the new version of knockout is terrible. It's a worthless perk. Gonna go straight down to the 0.1% picked or like margin. It's just absolute garbage. The old knockout was an unhealthy. I think it was kind of unhealthy how it was designed. But I think that they could have gotten rid of the blindness aspect of it and kept the slug aspect of it. Just maybe buffed the slug aspect a little bit to make up for losing the blind, and you would have been good to go. So I have Devour Hope, but I think they spawned on top of it, so the chances that it's still there in 2 seconds is probably slim. Huh? Cut her off. I think there's two of them headed this way. So slug her, push for this girl. Get ready with my Carnifex in case she tries to slam a pallet down on me. Now someone might be trying to go pick that girl up, so I'll send my assassin over here. And then I'll hook this girl in the meantime. So we want to try to get that Devour Rope if we can. Why wouldn't we? Yeah. Let's head over here and try to stop them from doing a fast heal under the hook, which is most likely what they're trying to do. She could finish that heal on herself, that's fine. That guy just made a huge mistake. Okay. Always send your guards back to the hook just in case they try to heal under him. Oh, he has power struggle. I was gonna say, imagine if he has power struggle. That's Chaos Shuffle, like, working at its full capacity right there. And now Devour Hope's gone, so now I could just slug them to death because I don't really have any incentive to hook them anymore. Where did that guy go who destroyed that? Oh, that punishment's coming. Is that balanced? Girl booked out of there. Got stuck on a hook. Terrible movement. You're right, it is a punishment. How dare they think they have the right? She was doing that in the killer shack. That is a little bit too funny. You want to go out there, bruh? Go for it. Surveillance on this. That girl's perma broken for the rest of the match. I'm undetectable while my guard's in a chase, so allows me to catch people off pretty nice. This Michaela is super scared of getting caught. My guards are on cooldown. He's inside. She have Iron Will. She's very stealthy. I don't know what all of her perks are, but she's hard to track. There we go. All right, Loop King. What are the chances that one of them will pull themselves off hook? No, Invocation is terrible. Absolutely horrendous for her. Do you? Against Plague, it's not too bad. Bro had power struggle. He probably jizzed in his pants that he got to use that. Anything else but not broken. I don't get why people are so scared of getting Survivor's Invocation buff without the ridiculous penalty. I think maybe it was just one of those inherently bad ideas from the start. Like, to be honest, like, I don't know if there's any way to balance it. You know what I mean? I think it's always either going to be too strong or too weak. What would probably make more sense is if you used a hook state to do it. Let's try Doing like Slug Freddy. Yeah, shuffle. Let's see if we get dumpstered. Just feel like if you didn't get put into the broken state, I'm pretty sure the perk would like instantly become a meta perk and it would be ran like every match. It would be like essentially you're bringing in how many brand new parts? Bubba has an invocation built-in base perk of don't touch my chest. I kill you. Monitor is good. That's good. Aura reading. I got pain res, so this is actually a legitimately good build. Believe it or not. This is it's nice. The scratch marks are nice. No way you just did that. I messed up. Need that cooldown back. This guy's got a yeah. We go chase someone else. I don't like this guy. He's got way too much faith in himself. That's better. I almost said he had a quad because I've been playing a little bit of Mass Effect lately. Wish I was getting a little bit more like aura reading. Like we know someone was here, so like where would they have gone to get this on a Blood pallets are so stupidly worthless. We can force a trade here. Like, you gotta trade. What you gonna do, not? That's healing on purpose. What? Where'd you go, shitter? I'm so lost. Pain res hooks are pretty rancid, but luckily I do have one over here. I'm in. Well, that didn't work out for you, did it? Doo-doo. Weird scratch marks, to be honest. What is going on with you? Try to dodge that. Oh, no pain res this time. Do I even get this girl to a hook? Like, glue, do 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 do. Ooh. She just killed herself. Oh, this it. This guy's like done because of that. He's like, just get it over with. Dream snare strike. don't really know any of their perks yet except Gnome either. I just really don't like the blood palettes. That's about it. I think they're kind of stupid. Wonder if she knew where the hatch was. No. It's lucky, I guess. It would be interesting if they sneakily modified Chaos Shovel to give people a ton of gen perks / healing perks to see what would happen. Modify it, huh? Use it as a secret test chamber.
This place is unfamiliar.
Poor Vecna. It needs an iridescent add-on just to be playable. Prove thyself, quick gambit, deja vu. Yeah, you would definitely feel it. But if you run all gen like perks, then you're way easier to tunnel, so at least there's that. Enjoy my black ward of triardism. I'm the worst nightmare you can have. I feel like you almost have to have this set up with Vecna. I mean, unless you like really play the absolute shit out of him and like get so good with your skulls that you can spawn them on top of people almost like guarantee. There's always one gnome either, guys. How is that possible? I don't like Killer Shack. Permanent slight mana too. Very, very true. I'll go for this guy. He's more likely to go for the unhook.
Let us test their constitution.
Ah, such a shit ability. That shitter.
Perhaps this will do.
Hmm. Ah. No way. You bastard. Ah, could have hung her too. I just didn't know I was gonna have the option. Bro, that's lithe. Oh my god. Not even joking when I tell you that like some garbage like that can cost you an entire match. I'll let it go. It was completely free. I mean, I had to use a perk for the stealth and go all the way around. It's like such a colossal waste of my time. And she's healed already too, like I say. You're not hyped about the Legion buff? On the bright side, you could just let yourself bleed to death. Bill's gonna be a bit of a feister, so I think my goal here is to try to kill everybody and then focus on Bill when there's like 2 left or something.
I have just
The fact that that slows you down makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense. At least they haven't touched that gen for like 100 years.
Decisions, decisions.
Enjoy your death. 2 foot. That's that goblin up. But savage.
I wish to.
Whoa! That was a fucking crazy flashbang. That was pretty sick. Bilbo, I saw you. I can't believe there's 1 gen left. I wasn't even paying attention, but that's pretty, like, nuts. These chases have been so, like, short. Oh, I forgot he had live. Oh, that's unlucky. And he had an insta-heal. Luckily, I had a iridescent add-on too, so I canceled it out, sort of.
Cursed flame.
Mage Hand Gaming. Dwight was here. If he goes into a locker, he'll screw himself over. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, there's no way. Game's gonna sneak even further into the abyss. It's gonna encourage a lot of go next behavior. People are just gonna want the surrender to come up, so they're just gonna, like, I think, purposely try to give up. Feels like you can't kill me. He's really being proud of himself for getting hatched. That's cringe. White sacrificed himself. What did clean break? Forgot about clean break. But when it became esports, I knew it was going to go downhill fast. People just want a scary game. This ain't it anymore and hasn't been for a long time. It was skill-based matchmaking. Any hope of that just went out the window with that decision. It's just a place which cannot be returned from, you know. Why am I typing in Deutsch? I don't know. I think it comes from a shameful place of living in Germany for like 8 years and still not really speaking any German at all. DVD was never meant to be an esport. I don't know my behavior. Thought this game could be even remotely be one. I don't think they want it to be. They've never really been too big on supporting like the pro scene. But a big part of that I think has to do with the fact that a lot of the most sort of successful pro players are extremely toxic and weird. So it kind of just makes it's not really a thing you want to get like involved with or put money behind. They had that issue in Overwatch too, though. Like when they launched the Overwatch League, they had a lot of severe toxicity and stuff amongst the players because a lot of them are just like pro players or streamers for the game and stuff. And pulled them. I don't think DBD has the most toxic community, but I definitely think it has the most entitled one. It's almost like entitled to a degree of sickness or something. Dota 2 is way more toxic. I think like any competitive game that's like extremely competitive and has voice chat is gonna just beat Dead by Daylight by default. Dota 2 was a shizzle. Yeah, unfortunately I never got the opportunity to Mori Dwight, but I was hoping I would. But he died on second hook. Like a loser would. Ugh, nothing like playing some Area of the Cringe before he gets changed. Alright, we got Sloppy, Game of Foot, Insidious, Peak, and Blocker Perk. Great. Okay, build's terrible, map's terrible. Let's see how this goes. I don't hear anyone on it, I'm canceling. I don't hear anyone on that one either. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. Walk over here. Maybe we get a hit. Maybe we get a hit. But where does she go? Lucky break, you think? That was weird. Kind of interesting pathing. I want to do that. Oh, really wanted that agenda. One's gone for that, yeah. It's still regressing. Doo-doo-doo. Already got him full healed, huh? Alright, so she's gonna be my ghoul. I want to keep the pressure on her as much as possible. Where'd that girl go, huh? She's still over here? I really never saw her leave. That's no good. Might lose this game. I tried really hard to not let her out of that corner. What a shit hook placement. I can't get her there. I literally can't hook her. That was pretty dumb that she got on that gen though. Hook her, that's right. Other gen done. One gen left, guys. Will I be able to pull it off? Top corner works in my favor. Alright, so what I need to do is just spawn my card effects like this. Just like that. Nice little pinch strat. Okay. Choices. Do 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 do. Look at me. Look how intimidating I am. Dark Souls final boss. You gotta be shitting me. Ah! Does this make the game end better for anyone? Have a good one, Dreamless. Yeah, she Kobe. Gotta feist until the bitter end, that's right. And Nia, we have no idea where she went off to. No, I see. She did have lucky break, man. That threw me off like crazy. Oh my. Oh, salt. When will we see your villain arc, Troy? This probably is my villain arc right now. Why Knight instead of Hux? I think I like the gameplay style of Knight more, even though Hux is probably a better slugger. At least you have more control, I would say. So let's have a good look through this, shall we? This guy says fatty. And then Nia says aggressive spelled wrong. Then something censored. And then I think she tried to say sadistic, which is a thing a lot of survivors say about killers that slug. They say that we're sadistic or psychopaths. But I think you could only really try to apply that to people that purposely bleed people out. But if I'm just slugging you and then hooking you, it's just obviously a gameplay like thing, right? This guy says American. What? American fatty. So you wanna be an American fatty? What is a tick again? I don't think that translation came through too well. TikTok kid, maybe? Illiterate kids of the 2000 generations. How can you even be illiterate anymore? Like, the internet spells everything for you. You don't even have to try. Words are everywhere nowadays. So no bonus blood points? I mean, there's obviously a blood hunt, but...
Okay, I missed something somewhere along the...
Let's be like everybody else. Yeah, shuffle and run an insta heal. I have a... Yeah. The difference between people born in 1980 and 2000 is night and day. That's just probably like the most noticeable thing for me is that it feels like a lot of people born in the 2000s have like a what'd you call it? I don't know. I think it could just be a thing. Like, if you look at like every generation, it's always like the older generation always sort of like thinks they're like the cooler generation. So, oh my bad. You don't want to see Nicolas Cage's ring? They're just done with it all. I will say that I was lied to, I feel like, because when I was a kid, when like people were in their 30s, I thought that they were like relatively young still. But now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like I'm 900 years old. Will we ever see you lose your mind, start raging and breaking stuff? I hope not. I don't know what could get me to that point of insanity. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. I wake up now and I feel like someone just beat me relentlessly with a sledgehammer while I was sleeping at night. Am I playing solo? Yes. We are going into Chaos Shuffle just to see kind of what the experience is from the survivor perspective, let's say. little bit of Bad Ham Preschool.
Who's gonna poke out our
They done. Quick Gambit, Flip Flop. It's Clown. We got an AFK teammate. Things are all looking how they should. We got one of the less strong versions of Bad Ham. So this Clown should be able to do it with an AFK player and this version of the map. Surrender. Teammate didn't move for 30 seconds. Surrender mechanic kicking in. Why do survivors take the game so seriously that they off themselves on oak because they don't like the map, or their ego can't handle going down to a weaker killer? I don't really know. I think it's just because they can, right? I think it literally might be that simple. Like, I think if killers could just die, like kill themselves or something after like 2 gens got completed and they didn't have a hook or whatever, like they would just do it a lot of the time. But they obviously don't have that option. It's not starting out too well for us, to be honest. Yeah, they can't do it, so they don't. If if they could, they would. It's kind of the Murphy's Law of cringe when it comes to game design. Anything that can be cringe will be cringe. I mean, nah, there's no way you won't have a wife before 30s. Meanwhile, I can't afford having my own house still because of prices. Yeah. The financial thing is rancid for sure. That gen's gonna get done. Maybe I can heal her after. Let's heal you guys up. Medkit heal. At least one of you. I don't really like the idea of going down in the skull, but I don't know how much choice I have. That's a bit dark loot. My goodness, I don't know about that one. Worst case, I'll buy myself a camper and I'll be a nomad with a Steam Deck. Hey, that's a lifestyle, right? But they're even trying to like corner that market. Like camper vans have gone up in price so heavily. Like if you want to buy like a pre-built camper van, it's like $200,000 sometimes. It's like, bro, like let me just buy a house instead. The only way to really do it is you have to be like a carpenter. You have to be able to like buy yourself a $10,000 Sprinter used somewhere and like completely redo it yourself. Why would you come down that way, you psychopathic clown? Well, I'm not gonna last long. Ah! I was gonna do it on the 4th try. Hey, I bought him enough time to finish that gen. Quick Gambit for the win. Nobody wants to be a 9-to-5 slave until they're 60, I know. I really don't. Hey, you could always try to find a way to make money online and then like move to a country like Malaysia where you can survive on like $40 a week and live a good life. You enjoy your job? That's good. Poor clown. He's not in a good position anymore. He started out strong. Ooh, that Kate just screwed over that Fung. She's going down because of that one. You think the clown will come for me? Working overseas and living in Poland because money especially is quadruple there. I didn't look too much into Poland. I'm cooked. Oh, there's no way to mind game this unless you come down from the window behind me, but... Did he have coup? Or did this man just, like, pull off the greatest play I've ever seen? That was coup? Damn, she couldn't get it open. In hindsight, I shouldn't have stayed on that side. I should have vaulted to the other side. They just need to get the gate open. Like, if they can get the gate open, it's a free escape. I'm pretty sure it was insanely close. Why is she being so afraid? Just open it. He's assuming. Why is my insta heal so slow? The thing's like non-existent. It's taking her farther away. This is probably not doable. I think he has like all yeah. Where they botched it was like This like should be possible. They just need, we need one person to body block basically. Go the other way, what are you doing? Kate, why? This makes no sense. I mean, she can die. I don't care. That was like such a stupid play. Goodbye. Gotta do some more zero MMR, yeah. The play of all time. That had to be a purposeful throw. Bro, they're both dead. You can't make it up. Both deserve to die. I know. Other door? Yeah. Oh, then... Troy, what was your opinion on the For the People bug club? I love those perks to create so many clutch saves and funny moments with my buddies. Playing against it was horrifically enraging. That's about... but yeah, using it was obviously fun. We've got to do some more zero MMR. Oh, we will. Don't you worry about that. He didn't have coups, so that was just he red glow mind gamed it and then pre-swung around the corner. But I didn't think he could make it all the way down that, like all the way down the stairs without me being able to react to it. But I guess he did have corner advantage. It's an interesting, that sounds like something that would be in a Mint Skull video, you know? Did you know Clown actually has 2 Moris? Did you know that Hexy got kicked out of the Fog Whisperer program because of Clown's Mori? True story. He flew down those stairs, barrel rolled me. You used to be able to Mori cancel so you could start the animation and then stop it before you actually committed to fully doing the Mori. So he just fucking stomped some dude's head over and over again until he like bled out. And then like they kicked him out of the Fog Whisperer program. Poor Exy. That shit was funny as that. Yeah. Alrighty guys, I'm probably gonna have to call it there because it is getting a little bit too late, but as always, much appreciated for hanging out. Thanks for all the commitments, the recommitments, the new muttons in here hanging out while we go down to the gutter tier of MMR and then bounce up to the top of MMR, see it from all directions. It's good times and I'm enjoying it, so we'll probably be doing it more, at least for a while. Have a good night or a rest of your day. Peace.